Hello, and thank you for taking the time to watch my video essay for the Charles Robert Memorial Scholarship. My name is Angelos Gogonis, and I'm a senior here at Michigan State University studying microbiology and molecular genetics. I also have a minor in entrepreneurship and innovation. I am actually among the first generation in my family to attend and hopefully receive a degree from a post-secondary educational institution. So, I am a first-generation honors college student here at Michigan State. My family doesn't really have any experience in academia, and because of this, I had essentially a lack of an informed support network relating to my navigation in higher education. And because of this, during my first semester here at Michigan State, I struggled. In my first semester, I enrolled in 2 different honors courses along with the rest of my course load, and I joined the men's rowing team, all while trying to navigate college. I nearly didn't pass one of my courses, an honors journalism course, receiving a 2.5 out of 4.0 grade. Needless to say, I was devastated, and this is not what I wanted my family to think of me. There was an enormous amount of pressure placed on first-generation students, especially in families like mine, where my father immigrated from Greece. I really wanted to live and to show that my father that I am living the American dream, and wanted my family to be really proud of me. But because of this poor educational experience, I debated discontinuing my higher education. Still shaken, I decided to stick with it one more semester, and I'm glad I did because I enrolled in my first college biology course, an applied biomedical sciences class. I really enjoyed it and became fascinated with biology, particularly microbiology and the immune system. And Professor Weissy, who was my professor, knew how to engage students well and incorporated relevant current debates in the public revolving around science, such as genetically modified organisms, vaccines, particularly the MMR vaccine, which now has implications today during the pandemic, and climate change. This positive educational experience is what really helped me in discovering my true path. I really loved taking this information and sharing it with my family, who is really uneducated about these important topics. And this is what piqued my interest in STEM. And at the time, I was debating changing my major to either business or communications. So I chose microbiology. I stuck with higher education and enrolled in more science courses. And since changing my major to microbiology, I have earned an overall 3.91 GPA, which I am expecting to increase this year. I earned a 4.0 both semesters last year and plan for this GPA to steadily increase this year. In addition to my coursework, I'm actively involved in many different extracurricular activities and work a couple of different jobs too. One particular experience I'm involved in here at Michigan State is my role as an undergraduate teaching assistant. Because of my love for the sciences and passion for communicating it to my family, I was selected to help instruct a couple of different chemistry courses and another honors college seminar course. And to build on my passion for educating others, I engaged myself in a unique undergraduate research experience that studies the effects on learning of educational video games. This was offered through the Honors College as an honors research seminar. The research I helped publish further pushed me along this interesting field of STEM education and video games. This particular experience was learning about physics, different physics concepts, particularly circuitry, and attempting to help educate different concepts within the physics department using educational video games. And during this time, I met a really nice group of people during the research, and I pitched a rather unusual idea to build an educational video game ourselves about the immune system. And as you can imagine, building a game from scratch was tough for us all. So they all decided to not continue with the project and focus on other things, but I was still really interested in it and saw a genuine need for something like this. So I brought the game to some different individuals and pitched it to them. We got the game to a really nice playable point and managed to integrate the game into about 10 different high schools right now throughout Michigan, and potentially one high school in California. So it makes me really excited to see our project being actually used in schools to teach. I'm continuing this venture and still reaching out to many different teachers right now, and I hope to continue building biological learning games and further my education too. I would like to become not only the first in my family to receive an undergraduate degree, but a graduate degree as well. And I'm still exploring and thinking about many different paths, but I am considering a possible MD program, maybe even mixed with a PhD, or different academia, and possibly even STEM education or STEM communication. Throughout all this, I, of course, had to support myself financially and fund my own tuition and board myself, because that never goes away. In order to do this, I have worked in the restaurant industry, everything from burger joints to high-end establishments, and my mom, who's a single mother, can't really afford to assist me so much, especially not with my tuition or boarding. And further, a lot of funds must be distributed to my twin brother, who is deaf. He's actually attending Albion College here in Michigan. So in order to provide a rewarding educational experience for him, additional resources are necessary, and unfortunately with that comes additional costs. And moreover, a very particular issue is that my mom is a small business owner of a Pilates studio, a fitness studio. And I'm actually filming the video here right now. And due to the coronavirus pandemic, her business was ordered to shut down earlier in the year, and now there are heavy restrictions in place for fitness studios, especially small fitness studios, restricting her ability to make an income, which has important implications for myself. In order to lessen the financial burden on myself and my mom, I'm applying for the Charles Robert Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship will allow me to focus less on working multiple jobs and help finish off the last little bit of housing costs that I have this year in the spring. I only have about $6,000 left to fund, so anything would help me out in finishing off those last little bit of costs. Thank you so much. I appreciate your consideration in selecting me for this scholarship. I hope to hear from you all soon.